So I bought these Traveler's Notebook inserts, and I'm gonna have one for like business ideas and one for life and documenting and making sure I don't forget things with my kids. And I am decorating the fronts with just fun little stamps to make them kind of look travel-y, so that I can use them and remember which one's which. So that's kind of what I'm up to this morning. Hi, welcome back. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. It is Monday, Monday this week. I don't know what Monday the 24th of July. And on last week's vlog, you guys saw where I was doing a 48-hour launch for my course Ads Made Easy. So I wanted to update you on that. I did hit my goal with that, which was really good. I wanted to sell 10 seats in the course because that was about a third of what I had sold during my big launch in June. And this was like a totally unprompted, totally unadvertised, totally, you know, like no ads, no money put into it kind of launch. And so I knew what I wanted to make out of it, and I made it, and I was super excited. So now the doors are closed again to that course, which, you know, is pretty cool. And then I'm gonna gear up for another launch for that in September. So and then I wanted to tell you guys though, so today's Monday, start of a new week, and I just had a call, well not just, I had a call earlier today with the entrepreneur department at the college I graduated from, which is Appalachian State University. That's Appalachian, not Appalachian. I promise. You were taught wrong. It's Appalachian. You heard it here. Fix it. Promise. Tell your friends. Anyway, Appalachian State University, which is about an hour away from me, and it's where I graduated from college. And I realized when I had my meeting last week with the community college entrepreneur director that I had reached out to my alma mater and their entrepreneur chapter a couple months ago and had never heard back. So I reached out and had a call with them today, and they asked me to speak, or at least do a breakout session at their summit in November, and be on their panel of judges for their pitch contest, which I can only assume is kind of like Shark Tank, just at a lower level, obviously. So I'm super excited about that. So that'll be fun. And yeah, so the rest of the week, I'm off work tomorrow, which is Tuesday. I'll probably do a few things here or there, but we're taking the kids somewhere pretty fun tomorrow too. And then the rest of this week, I'm doing an announcement because I am releasing a pop-up Facebook group where I'm going to have a specific reason for this group for about a month or so. So while you're watching this, it'll probably still be open, so you can click on the links below. But essentially, I've got to make that announcement, and I've got to make that group. Like, I actually have to create the group and all the things. And yeah, I mean, I have other things on my list as far as like getting ready for some things I need for Inspired Retreat. So I'm speaking there, if you don't know, in September in Nashville. Inspired is a retreat done by Amber Housley, and I've never been, but I'm so excited to go and speak. And I'm talking about blogging and blogging strategically and why every business needs a blog. And I actually missed the speech outline deadline. Totally did. I don't think I realized I missed it because I saw the dates in the contract for like when I needed my actual presentation to her, but I didn't get, they sent out an email at the beginning of July with like some dates we needed for like getting our outline to them, getting some like what we're giving away in our goodie bags and stuff to them by a certain date, and I missed the entire email. I never saw it. So I got an email today like, hey, gonna need all this stuff from you. So I've got to do that. That'll be done this week too, but I'm just gonna vlog through the process because that's how I roll. So, oh, one last thing, I saw, and I will try and link it below, I saw an episode of Gary Vee's Daily Vee show here on YouTube, and he was talking to someone and basically told them that if they didn't have a vlog or a podcast, they were irrelevant. And that like this was the closest thing you could have to a reality TV show, and I totally agree. I don't know, I mean, I don't think my life is like super interesting, and that's why I want to vlog it, but I feel like I can tell a good story every once in a while. And you know, this week my vlog may be ridiculously boring, and then next week you may get some like major nugget out of it. So hopefully it's useful, and hopefully Gary Vee's proud of me. Just saying. Love you, Gary Vee. If you're watching, you know, you should be watching. Somebody go tell Gary Vee he should watch this video. Okay, so that's all for today, but I will take you through the process of the rest of the week. Bye. So I just finished up the pop-up Facebook group timeline photo, and the Facebook group is called Stand Up and Make Noise, and I want to show that to you. So that is the Facebook group cover photo, I guess. I'll totally vlog the announcement of this, but essentially I'm creating a pop-up group for people who want to be influencers and people who want to, you know, have their brands and their names be bigger than themselves. And I'm going to be doing some fun stuff over the next month with that. So, sneak peek. Eek. I'm getting my shoes on because we are going to Walmart. So fun story, if you don't know this about me, if you're a new follower or whatever, I live a long way away from everything. So I'm about 30 minutes outside of my town, which has like Walmart and the gym and my littlest one's daycare and just different stuff like that. Like anything I need is 30 minutes away. We do have a gas station and like a tiny little grocery store with expired food about 15-20 minutes away, but for the most part everything is 30 minutes away. Now on top of that, I don't have a Target within 2 hours of me. Well, about an hour and 45 minutes I can be at the one we went to yesterday. So we did go to Target yesterday. We love going to Target, but it's like a huge drive. But I'm just like the rest of you, and then I love me some Target. So yeah, and I actually yesterday was like, you know what, I need to just make the drive over here one day. And they've got a ton of good like co-working spaces. One of my good friends, Ashley from Sprout HR, does works and like does the I don't really know what she does, but she does something for one of the co-working spaces not too far from Johnson City. So I need to just make the drive over there and like work, but also plan a solo trip sans kids to Target, because I'm honestly not sure I've ever done that since I've had kids, because I don't live close enough. So if we ever go over there, we usually take the kids to something fun and do Target then. So okay, so but anyway, today we're headed to Walmart. My oldest son is turning 7 on Monday, and we need to go order his cake and do a few things to get ready for his party that we're having on Sunday. We're headed to Walmart in just a little bit, but yeah, I wanted to fill you guys in on the fact that I live 2 hours from a Target, just in case you weren't sure where I lived or thought I was joking about living in the country. Totally not. This is my backyard though, back here. So this is actually my front yard. So, you know, sometimes it's worth it. We do plan to build another house and buy other land that's a little bit closer into town. But my husband's a farmer, so, you know, we gotta have land, and you can only get that on the outskirts of our county. So, what are you gonna do? But anyway, so we're going to Walmart today, doing birthday stuff, getting a few more school supplies because I got some at Target yesterday but didn't get everything. Oh, I forgot to show you guys, I did launch a new pop-up Facebook group. So if you are watching this, you need to go join it. The description is, or the link is in the description below. but it's a new pop-up Facebook group, and it's called Stand Up and Make Noise. And essentially it is just a group dedicated to people who want to be an influencer in some way, shape, or form in their business. So I'm trying to remove the stigma of wanting more money, of wanting to be an influencer. All of that needs to be gone, because that does not make us a bad person, and it does not mean we're like greedy or anything like that, because the more money we have, the more good we can do for our family, for, you know, charities, for the world, whatever. So a friend of mine, Adrienne Dorison, actually has a business called Good Businesses Do Good. And I will link her below as well, because she's really awesome, and she has a whole mission behind her business of helping people make more money so they can give away more money. And while that's not really my premise behind my business or my mission with this Facebook group, I still do want to remove that stigma, and I want to help people learn how they can become an influencer and how they can become someone that people want to listen to and people want to watch, or people want to, you know, whatever, and take advice from. And I actually did not film the Facebook Live I did about this the other night, but basically I was just saying that, like, we all should want to be influencers, because otherwise why are we putting out the content we're putting out? Why are we writing these blog posts that we're writing, and why are we you know, building these YouTube channels, and why are we, you know, doing Facebook Lives and all of this stuff if we don't want to influence someone's decision on something? So essentially we do all want to be influencers, right? That's kind of my thought. So nonetheless, the group is linked below. I'd love for you to come join me. It's going to be a whole month of just really fun stuff in there about being an influencer and about standing up and making noise. And yeah, so I'm off to do, actually I'm going right now and doing a Facebook Live in that group, and then I am off to the Walmart. Peace. I showed you guys these notebooks earlier in the vlog, and essentially I decorated them so they were kind of fun to look at, because they're kind of ugly just by themselves, but I'm going to link them below, and I want to tell you a little bit more about how I'm using them. So this one that says like a boss and great things never come from comfort zones, it's going to have just be a messy spot for me to be able to, you know, oh, I have this business idea, let me write it down, you know, like messily, and then I'm going to take it from here and put it into Trello, as I love Trello. And then this is for the kids and for our family stuff. So each page is broken down into there's 2 days on each page, and I just kind of write down what we did that day, so that when I go back at the end of the year and I print my pictures, I'm not like, what were we doing this day? Why did I take this weird picture of the kids like out in the driveway or whatever? So that's essentially what I'm doing with these. Super excited. Oh, let me show you. While I'm here, let me show you my most favorite pens ever. I have 2 different brands, and I don't really know who makes these pens, but I buy them from the Ali Edwards shop, and that's them. They're like a marker type pen, but I love them so much. So my friend Raina Pomeroy had these pens, gosh, probably a year or more ago, in her Instagram stories, or maybe even in a post on Facebook, I don't remember, but they're basically a marker. And I love to write with a good marker because I think they write better and my handwriting is prettier and all of that. Well, I commented and I was like, where did you get those pens? And she was like, they're from Japan, but you can order them on Amazon and they're erasable. And now, guess what? They sell them in Target. So they're Frixion. There's the brand. Frixion. And this was a 12-pack because I've lost all of my other ones. But they're basically just markers, but you can erase them. So they're super fun. So it's 2:30, no, 2:20 in the day. And you can probably hear the TV because the kids are watching TV because it's like rainy and nasty outside. And I just realized I've not eaten anything all day but string cheese, chocolate, and a banana. I've had podcast recordings, and we had a call with someone after the podcast recording, and just all kinds of stuff today. So my eating obviously has been an afterthought, and I'm gonna go remedy that. But I wanted to show you something I got yesterday. So here locally, we do not have a like huge presence for online business owners or business owners in general. So there's not like entrepreneurial things here. The community college does do some stuff, which I know I talked about like last week's video. Oh, that is so loud. Hold on. Sometimes the office door has to get shut because I can't hear myself think. Okay, so anyway, I know I talked about the colleges around here having an entrepreneurial program or whatever, and me trying to get involved with them, but in general, our area just doesn't have it. And the town that is like 15 minutes from me, the one that I referenced earlier in this vlog where I talk about the fact that there's a gas station and there's a grocery store you can buy expired food at, that town, which is not like the town here, just recently got a grant to grow. And it definitely has been growing. It's where my walking park is. So if you ever see walking park footage on the vlog, that's where I'm walking and that kind of thing. And they've gotten some grants to bring more small businesses into the town itself. And my husband's cousin just opened his shop there. And I actually had to go yesterday to have my bike repaired. It's a bike repair shop or a, like, you can purchase bikes there. And they're really playing on the fact that they're getting in early because there's going to be bike trails. There's already the walking trails and there's going to be bike trails like behind the walking trails. So anyway, I wanted to show you guys my t-shirt and pimp his brand just a little bit. So, I don't know if you can tell, is that backwards? I don't know. Anyway, it's the Recyclist Bike Shop. And they don't have a website or anything, but I think they might have a Facebook page, and if I can find it, I will link it below. But I really want to do, like, I really want to go into these businesses and explain the fact that they can take it online to them all. Like, it's like, I'm like, oh, you can make so much more money and have so much more of an impact online. So, but anyway, I did want to pimp out their business because I love a good t-shirt. For one, love a good t-shirt. It's got the logo bigger on the back, by the way. But also because I like to promote other businesses when I can. So if you guys are ever in Lansing, North Carolina and want to buy a bike or want to have your bike repaired, this is the place to do it. So I am just writing out a speech for a video I'm getting ready to film to run as an ad on Facebook for people to join my new pop-up Facebook group, Stand Up and Make Noise. Now I'm trying something different with this ad, and I am going, instead of like leaving the link to the group in the ad, I'm actually going to activate messenger bots and like personal connection, and I'm going to say, hey, listen, if you want to be part of this group, I want you to comment yes below, and then I'm gonna send you the link to the group. And what that's going to do as far as like Facebook ads goes is it's going to increase the relevance of that ad in front of Facebook. So it's going to make people want to comment yes, and then they'll comment yes, and Facebook is like, oh, it got a comment. The next person will comment yes, oh, it got a comment. And it'll kind of grow organically because people are engaging and Facebook loves that. What it also does is when they comment yes, my messenger bot will go in and automatically message them the link as if it's directly from me, because it really is. It's just that I can't individually message each person without spending every hour of every day doing it. But then it also grabs them in my messenger bot system. So if I want to say, hey, you know, you join this group and now we're doing this cool thing, I want to make sure you're in on it, I can grab all of these people in Messenger directly, and I don't, you know, it just kind of happens naturally. So I'm trying out this new method. I'm not going to drop the link. I'm just going to have people comment and have my messenger bot send a link, and I'm super excited. I will totally let you guys know how it works. So I had a few minutes and I realized that I haven't talked about something I'm doing super soon and something that has been on my list for a long time and all this stuff. So you guys have known, like in this vlog and several of the past vlogs, how I've talked about wanting to help my online or help my local community, and I'm speaking at some summits here locally and all of that. Well, what you may not know is that I also like to speak and want to speak more nationally. And I've been included on like facilitator and roundtable expert panels before at some different conferences and have loved it. But I have never actually spoken in a national conference outside of my local area. That is partially due to the fact that for the first several years of my business, I didn't even seek out speaking opportunities because I couldn't really leave my kids and it was just, you know, a thing. But also in part because I had applied for a few and didn't get selected because it happens. But last year in August, I went to the Savvy Experience, which was Heather Crabtree's conference for savvy business owners. And if you don't know her, Heather is the leader of the savvy business owner community, and she has a thriving free Facebook group, which is probably one of the first ones I ever found that led me into this like rabbit hole of Facebook groups. But anyway, one of the speakers she had at the event was Amber Housley. And Amber is the marketing person behind Laura Casey's brand. And so she's like super smart, but she also has her own business where she teaches marketing to online business owners. And Amber and I didn't really get to connect a ton at the actual conference, but ended up being on the exact same flight all the way from California back to Nashville. And so we kind of like geeked out over marketing, and looking back on it, I'm kind of embarrassed because I was like day 4 hair, no makeup, flying clothes, that kind of thing. And I feel like if I would have known there was someone I knew on my flight, I wouldn't have looked like that, but I digress. Anyway, she and I bonded over like marketing and you know, design and things like that, and we just basically talked the entire way back to Nashville, which was really awesome. She is a Southern girl at heart and she's awesome. She hosts a retreat every year called Inspired Retreat, and it is for creative business owners. And I applied to speak and got selected, so I'm so excited to be speaking at Inspired this year in September. And it's in Nashville, so it's like super close for me. I actually plan to fly, but then my husband and my kids are driving out to meet me so that we can spend a little more time in Nashville because we've never been. But I am so excited. Not only am I excited to speak because like it's been on my list of things to do, and it also is like snowballing into so many other speaking opportunities, but I'm also like super excited because I think in-person connection is one of the best ways to grow your business. I don't think, without a shadow of a doubt, my business would be where it is right now if it weren't for in-person networking events. And I'm already looking at what I plan to do in 2018. I already have a speaking engagement lined up, a national speaking engagement lined up in 2018, as well as another conference that I'm going to just to network. And I just want to encourage you guys to get out and find your tribe and go to these conferences and these retreats and these networking events, because your business will grow at an exponential rate by networking and doing the things you need to do in person than it will like just staying online and just staying in your bubble and in your circle. So it's kind of my message for the day. I'm gonna link below about the Inspired Retreat, and I think there's a couple tickets left, so if you want to come hang with me in September, I'd love you forever. And I can't wait to not drink wine with you if you do come, because I don't drink, but I will totally sit with you and not leave the party because that's my personality. But I'll be sipping on my like club soda. Ooh, I need to make sure Amber's gonna have club soda.